welcome back to my channel. My name's Jamie. If you're new here, I hope you stick around. You hit that subscribe button. Even if you are not new here, hit that subscribe button. It helps me so much and it doesn't cost you a thing. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We are on a Hanna Karlzon marathon and I am loving it. Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, so today's picture is not from any of her books. It's right here. It's beautiful. Hanna Karlzon has an Etsy shop. It's Hanna Karlzon. I will link it in the description box down below. And I purchased this one. I think it was in a thing of 3. And it was like $4 for all 3 pictures. So really, really affordable. And then I printed it on some Spectrum Noir alcohol marker paper. So we're going to use our alcohol markers today. I have a whole bunch of Ohuhu markers. I think I have all of them that they have now. I don't think they've come out with any new ones. Yes, and I love them. They are brush tip. They are great. I also have some Copics, so I keep track of what I have on this little chart that has all of the Copic markers. There are a bazillion of them. No, 358 colors. So I don't have all of them. But we do have a good many. So we're going to pick some colors. We're going to figure out how we want to color this with some markers. I'm excited. All right. Let me pick some colors and we'll zoom in and get started. All right, I have picked some colors. I think we'll need to add some more, but let's get these in and we'll see. Yeah, all right, so all of these are Copics except this one right here. I didn't have anything that I didn't like this one. I thought it was too dark. So I didn't really have anything a little darker than this in the right tone in my Copics. And so I just grabbed an Ohuhu and it's no big deal. We can mix our alcohol markers. It's not a problem. So let's see here. I want to start by doing her skin, which is always kind of the scary part, but it's the part we want to get out of the way because if we mess up the skin, print off a new page, we can start over, try a different skin tone. But if we do everything else first that we like doing and then we do the skin that makes us nervous, well, then we mess it up, well, then we've done all that other work. So I like to do the scary part first. It's like eating your vegetables first, you know? Like I always eat all my vegetables first. My kids like save it till last and then they're just miserable at the end of the meal, you know? But I eat all mine first. Okay, so my lightest color is E97 and it is deep orange. Now I'm using E97 and then E15 is my next one. So make sure that you, is that right? Hang on, we've got to swatch these again because I'm not even sure. Okay, so this is E97. I believe that it's the lightest one. Okay, E97, we'll write that. Because just because the number is higher doesn't mean the color is going to be darker, okay? So this is E15. See, it's just a little bit darker there, especially if you go a couple of layers. E15. And then this is E99. See, my husband is moving things in our garage. He's trying to load up a truck full of stuff. We're ripping out part of our basement. We're always working on some part of our house. But I want an exercise area for this summer. And yes, we had to tear out like this wet bar that was in the house before we moved in. We've never used it. We've actually had the water turned off to it. So we ripped it out and he's like loading it all up to take to the dump. So yeah, swatch your colors because look at that. It's E97 is the lightest, not E15. So swatch your colors to make sure that you know what is what. Don't always go by the lid color either because it's a little deceiving, you know, because maybe the one's a little more red or something. All right, so we're going to start with our deep orange E97. And then we are going to go with our, I think we'll go with our E99, our darkest color, and then we'll blend the two together with E15. So let's do a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off of all my colors. And so I know what I want to do here. Let's just do a little section first. Like, let's just do her ear, right? So we can kind of get the feel of what we're doing. Yeah, so you can hear a little banging around. I don't think you can hear it, but if you can, he's just moving some stuff. He'll be out of here pretty soon. All right, okay, so we have that E97. Then let's grab E99, which is gonna be our darkest color. And let's like kind of tight line that ear. Like put where our shadows we want, maybe underneath the earring. Okay, and then underneath her hair. Okay, and then we'll take our E15 and kind of blend, go a little bit past that first color, or that darkest color. Kind of go in there, fade it out a little bit. Alcohol markers are so much fun to work with. It took me a while to like be okay with them, but now I'm kind of obsessed. I kind of love them. Okay, I'm going back to the lightest color, that deep orange, that E97. I'm gonna go over all of it again. Okay. We have a beautifully shaded ear, and that kind of gives us an idea of our skin tone, and I love this. I wanted it to be kind of a medium brown, beautiful color girl here. So I'm excited. All right, so let's do a little bit more. So we can go around and do like little pieces and then do the big area. Like, you know, it's okay to go in little small chunks, okay? So we have like this chunk here, like it's not connected to anything. So we can go in and do that part. So we'll do the E97 and then grab our darkest color, our E99, and get it in there. And our middle color. Do little sections. And back to, but that's how we're gonna do all of her skin. Okay, it's gonna be fun. Here we go. Okay, I got a little in her hair, that's okay. It was a little sloppy there. I'm not sure. I haven't even picked a color for her hair. I'm not sure what color to do it. So I'm gonna get everything else kind of going, and then I'll decide what other, if she's more of a dark brunette, or if she's a blondie, or if she likes to have purple hair. I'm just not sure at the moment. So, okay. Yep, here he comes.
Okay, I'm loaded. I'm on my way to the dump.
Okay, sounds good.
See you in a few minutes.
Okay, good luck. Okay, let's start with that much. Let's grab the E99 and we'll put in here around these ornaments. Okay, and then we'll go to our middle color, which is E15. Spread that out a little bit. Markers are going to give you a different look than your pencils are. I mean, they're a completely different medium. So, and your marker style might be a lot different than your pencil style, and that's okay. Okay, the E97, the lightest color. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of her face, but I'm gonna do it just like that. It's just gonna take some time. So I will be back in a minute. I think she looks really pretty. I like it. I decided to just go ahead and go over the stars and everything because it's just too tedious to try to go around them. And we'll just use like a gel pen or something to add color to those if we want. So yeah, I just colored right over them. Alrighty, let's look at these beautiful oranges, or not oranges, the greens that we pulled. How did I mix up green and orange? I don't know. On these leaves here. So I am using the G21 as my lightest color. G21. And then I'm going to use YG45. YG45. And then I'm going to use this one from our Ohuhu to give it some shading. I think if I go over it a couple times, like look, it looks like a lovely dark teal. And this is G6 from the Ohuhu. Okay. All right, so I want to do the same thing. I want to base coat the leaf in my lightest color, which is the G21. Okay, we'll do a couple of them. They're fairly small. Just depends on how fast you work because you don't want your ink to dry before you get the next color on it. Okay, so then I'm going to go to my G6 in the Ohuhu. And that's why working on marker paper is good too, because it's made to not absorb the marker too quickly. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit. I really like that. Okay, maybe touch it a little bit, go over it a little bit. Oh, hello, fly. You're the first fly of the season I've seen in here. Welcome. Just what I need. Okay, and then we're going to take the YG45 and go over. I'm going to kind of flick it, bring it in. I still want that light color at the end. Okay, go right over the dark. I'm kind of flicking it into the lighter color because that's just what I like. And then we'll go over it again with the G21 to blend it all out. Now if there's a part like on the tip, say you want like right here to be extra light, don't go over that part again because you're adding another layer of ink and it's gonna get a little darker, but you can leave it, see? You can leave it, okay? So we're going to do that with all these. Oh, that's such a pretty color combination. But you see how I used 3 different, like this is 2 different kinds of alcohol markers. And then we have G, and we have YG, which is yellow, green, and green. So don't be afraid to like look at your colors and mix. They don't have to be the one sitting right next to it on the color chart, you know? You can pick and choose. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one too over here. We'll do 2 at a time. Okay, and then our Ohuhu marker, our G. Bring it up a little bit. Okay, and then our YG. Have to keep a eye on my time. I gotta go get my kindergartner in a bit, so I don't want to forget him. That would be bad, as he would say. Okay. Oh, I love this color combo. It's great. Okay, let's take that. Do these last 2. Okay, and then the darkest color. Put a little there too, because it's kind of underneath her chin a little bit. Go here. And then our middle color. Okay, and then our lightest color to blend it all together beautifully. So pretty. Okay. Oh, I love that color combo. Okay, so that is our leaf color. So that's fun. Leaf, right? Why does leaf sound so funny to me right now? I don't know why. Okay. Now let's look at our yellows. They are both Copics. I have a Y02 as my lightest color, and this time I only picked 2 colors. Yellows, I don't know. Okay, and then this is Y18. Okay, so I want this in the middle of my flower. So I'm going to take the Y02 and I'm going to do this whole kind of center section. They're so small. Yeah, we're going to do the whole thing. Okay, then we're going to take our darker yellow and I'm going to kind of feather it in there as far out as I want. And then take that lighter yellow again to smooth it out. Look how quick that was. I love it. We could even do the other one on this one. Let's see, we'll do the light yellow. Take our darker. You could get darker. If you want an extra dark center, you could grab like a brown or something, like a light brown, and add in there. And then take my light to blend it out. Beautiful. Okay. Oop, just about put the lid on the wrong marker there. Okay, now these flowers I think would be beautiful as orange. So I've grabbed 3 orange here. This first one is a YR and it is pumpkin yellow. It is just beautiful. It's YR15. And then my next darkest is YR07. YR07. And then I grabbed a red. This is Vermilion, R08, for my last color for our flowers there. Look how pretty this is. Okay, so I want to start again with my lightest color. We'll do a couple petals at a time. Okay, I'm going to grab my R08 and put that in the middle here. And wherever else I want a shadow. So because this is under her chin, I'm going to add the shadow here as well. Okay, and then I'm going to add the shadow on the back of her neck because it kind of gives that illusion that the neck is round and not on a flat surface. Okay, then I'm going to take my middle color, YR07, and we will blend that out. And there's, you know, this one you might lose most of that light color. Maybe it's mostly in the shadow, you know, and that's okay. Okay, or you can leave just teeny tiny little bits, like it's totally fine. Okay, let's blend this one out. Okay, and then we'll grab that YR15. To finish blending it out. If you have like a line you don't like, just kind of go over it with your lightest color a couple times and the line will kind of blend out. Okay, look how pretty that is. I love that with her skin tone. Like it's not too much, it's just right. Okay. All right, let's do a few more petals here. Lightest color, darkest color. Get right down the, okay, middle color. And our lightest color again. So pretty. Oh, I love her so far. I did take a drop of the YR15 and just dab it right in the center just to give a little more depth to that middle of that flower. Okay, so now we have like her endorment, her jewelry up here. Let's see. And I kind of want to try, I haven't tried this before. I'm gonna try kind of like doing a goldy thing. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I can do this with pencils, but I don't know if it's gonna translate over to markers, but we're gonna try it, why not? Okay, so let's take we're gonna use the same markers we've already used for this. So first we're gonna take Y02, this is our palest yellow. I'm trying to decide what would be a good thing to test this on, maybe her earring. Okay, so we're gonna do Y02 and I'm gonna coat the whole thing in that. Okay, then I'm going to take the YR15 and let's add some of that in there. Maybe, okay, I'll need it on some of the, there we go. Okay, I mean this is small, so it's kind of challenging. Okay, then we're gonna take the E15, which is gonna be like our darkest color. Well, I might have to grab like a black or something. We'll see what we think. So I'm adding that in there. Okay. All right, and then to warm up that brown, I'm gonna take YR07 and just add a little bit on top of that brown. Okay, I don't know what it is about markers, but I want to be like as close as humanly possible to my page. I don't feel that way with when I'm doing pencils, but alcohol markers, I'm like laying on my paper, which makes it difficult when you're filming. Okay, I'm gonna go work my way backwards. So I'm gonna grab that YR15 again. I'm gonna add a little more of this in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab that Y02 and blend it out. I think that looks pretty cool. Do you think it looks good? I don't know if it translates as like gold, but I do like it. I do wish we had like a drop of a darker color. Here is E49. Let's just grab that out of my bag. We haven't used that yet, but let's just add like a touch darker, like right there and then right here maybe. Yeah, I like that. Okay, it's small, but let's try doing this to her other earrings. So we have the Y, the yellow. Doesn't really matter, it's just yellow. Okay, and then we have the orange. My husband called, he got to the dump, he's gonna go get our boy, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm so happy. It's great. Okay, and then we're gonna grab the E15, the brown that we've used first. Let's see. It's like a drop of color. Okay, because it's so small. And then that orange to warm it up a little bit. Okay. That's good. And then I'm going to grab the Y15 again. The Y, is it YR? YR15. I'll blend that. It's such a small area. It's kind of ridiculous to use this made markers. Okay, and then the yellow. Get that brightness right there in the center. Okay, and then we'll take that dark brown. I think I'll just add it to the back, like right there, of the earring. Yeah, okay, cool beans. Do you guys say cool beans? Is that just a me thing? I don't know. Okay, so I love that. I want to do that on her headpiece here as well. So we will do a bit of it and then I'll finish it on my own. So let's do a little bit here. It just depends on how fast you work, like to decide how much of something to color at a time. So I'm gonna do like half, you know? Okay. There. Okay, so there's the yellow. Then the YR15, we'll put that in there. If it takes you longer to figure out where you want shadows and stuff, then just do a smaller section. Like it's not that big, it's, you know, not that big a deal. Take your time. Once you kind of have it this color done, then you kind of know what you're doing and it will go a little bit faster. Okay, Then we're gonna grab our brown E15. Put that in there as well. I just don't want to take it up as far as we took the YR orange, you know, the light orange. It's kind of, I'm using it as my goldenrod color because I know what exactly colors I would use in the Prismacolors. So I'm always like, okay, well this is my substitute for goldenrod. This is my substitute for canary yellow. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to take the YR07 to darken it up and add a little bit of warmth to that brown. Okay, then we'll go back to the middle orange color, the light orange, a goldenrod color. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to grab that dark brown to just add a touch of darkness. Like where I really want it, because I feel like like trying to convey a metallic feel is really about the contrast between the dark and the light, and so I like to have that really dark spot in the shadows. Okay, so if we kind of zoom out and look at that yellow or that gold, I like it. I think it's good. It's not as blended as when I do it with pencils, but I like the effect of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up that, and then we'll come back and finish, I don't know, like her eyes, mouth. She's got some beads, and then of course her hair. We need to come up with a hair color. I'm still not sure what color hair she should have. Okay, real quick, I just want to get her eyes in really fast here. So YG45 we used on the leaves, and the G6 from the Ohuhu we also used. I want to just put them in her eyes. So I'm taking the Copic, the YG45, and I'm putting that in her eyes. My husband has decided to clean the front of our house, so he's like out there spraying. So I'm like, I gotta quit filming. Okay, but I just want to get this in fast. Then the G6, yeah, can you hear that? He's like, I don't know, he's so funny. When he's home from work, like the man cannot relax and sit still. Like he has to be doing something. So he's literally spraying and cleaning the front of our house. Okay, so YG45 again to just blend it out. And then we'll put some black or something for the pupil. Maybe I'll just grab that dark brown that we had that's so dark. And we'll just stick that in there so we get her pupil. Ugh, I can't help it. I've got to grab a gray as well. Ah! I'm throwing stuff. Okay, cool one, C1. Guys, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna pop this because the white of her eye is just so white I can't handle it. Alright, so I'm just popping that around the edges of her eye. It just helps to calm it down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna go figure out what color of hair and I don't know, go wash my front door or something and I will be back. You guys, I thought I was recording. Okay, so I took this, I'm just gonna recap what I did. So I took this really nice light peachy color. It's YR01. It's called Peach Puff. It's really pretty. And I base coated the gems with this color, and then I've added a little of the YR15 that we've used a couple of times and put it in here. And then on the bigger gems, I've used a YR07, which we've also used in this picture so far. And I'm putting that in on just the bigger gems. I didn't put it on any of the little ones, but just the bigger ones to help kind of give a little more depth to it. Okay, and then I'm blending it all out with that peach puff, that really pretty peach color. Okay, and then we'll put some white gel pen in there to make it pop, because right now it is kind of blending into her skin. It's not really like pow, but we'll use some gel pen to help it along. Okay, I also want to take that YR1 and for her lips. So let's base coat her lips in this color. I really like this color. It's just a perfect peachy color. Okay, I don't know if I can zoom in. Oh, I can a little further. Isn't that nice? Okay. Then we're going to take the R08, which is the red, and let's just dot in a little bit of shadow in there. I really like it. Be up there a little bit, and around here. Ooh. Okay, maybe in the corners a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take, this is a new color. This is R43. But I don't even know what it's called. Okay, so R43, and let's put that in there and kind of blend that in there. Look, that's so pretty. Okay, and then when we get this color in there, we'll take the peach again and help it blend a little bit more. That red's a little redder than I thought it would be, but I think it will be okay. So we're back to that peach. And kind of help. Okay, I don't like that. Let's take the 43 again, and let's see if we can that peach kind of almost worked as an eraser, which I did not like. It was just too light. Okay. So we'll use this, bring it back with this pink, which I definitely like a lot. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and we could add a little more depth again with a dot of the red. Back in this corner, and in this one. You know. Oh, it kind of bled into her teeth a little bit. Oh well. We could go over it with some white paint or white Posca pen and get it out. Make her teeth white again. Okay, and then that pink. BR43. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I like that. Okay, and then I have decided on a color for her hair, and I want it to be dark. So on my thing here, this is like mail, you guys, but it has like that plasticky surface. So it's been working great for swatching markers. I found it on the floor. Anyway, so I have our E74, this color here, and then we have 79 and E49 for our darkest. And let's just do this the same way, right? So we'll base coat it with the 74. So we'll do the, like, here we go. Okay, so you guys can see. Jeez. I think I hadn't been doing YouTube for like, what, over 2 years, 3 years? I don't even know. I think it's 3 years this month. Anyways, or last month. So we'll do that. There we go. Okay, so we base coat it. It's kind of a grayish brown, but I think it's a nice base coat. Okay, then we're going to take the darkest color, number 49, and this is the same brown that we use like on the gold for the darkest and in her pupils. So it's one we've used. So we're going to put this in the shadows, put it where we want it. Okay. Oh yeah, right in there. Oh look, we missed a strand of hair. How weird is that? Okay, and then here. All right, and then we get that middle shade, E79, and we're going to flick it in. Maybe in some like down spots, and just kind of flick it in, make it however. Okay, and then we can take our lightest color again, the cocoa brown 74, and we'll blend all of that together. And it's just so pretty. I think it will look good with all the warmth that her face and tattoos and jewelry is bringing, to have more of this neutral brown. So we'll go ahead and do all of her hair that way and make sure we get her eyebrows as well. Sometimes I forget the eyebrows. So we'll just base coat them. And then we'll use our darkest color and the shadow there and kind of along the bottom of the eyebrow. That's how I like to use it. Okay. And we'll get our medium brown in there. And I want most of her eyebrow to be the middle brown, because don't you kind of want your eyebrows a little darker than your hair? Is that the style still? I don't know. That's how my eyebrows are naturally darker than my hair. So yeah. All right, and then we'll take and blend it with that light brown. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish her hair, and then we will see what gel pen we want to add to her to finish her. We're almost done. Okay, look how pretty she is. I love that hair. I think it was a very good choice. Okay, I have some white here. I have a Posca Pink Tin. We'll try it first. I don't know. I might have to go in with the Jelly Roll. But let's see. We'll kind of put this on her teeth where I kind of accidentally got the pink. It cleans it right up. Looks great. We'll let that dry and then we'll deal with it. Okay, so let's put some highlight in her eye. That's rather important to make them match. And then definitely on some of these gems as well. Just makes it pop a little bit more. Yeah, could put like one of these, a highlight. However many highlights you want, how much you want to go to town with the marker is great. Okay, if it's too much, you're like, oh no, that was way too much, just tap it a little bit. You know, take it away a little bit and blend it in. And you can always go over it with marker again, okay? So don't panic. Looks good. Love it. I don't know, put some sparklies. Put some sparklies on the flowers. I don't know, just have fun. You could color in the stars and dots with a color. I really like it just the way it is, and so I think I'm just going to leave it. And we have our beautiful girl here. You know? Put a little highlight on her nose. Put one. However you want to do her, she is beautiful. I love it. I love that we have this option from Hanna Karlzon that we can get on her Etsy and print something off and do it in alcohol markers, because I would never use alcohol markers in her books because they will bleed through. So never. I would never. But I love having that option. So thank you, Hanna Karlzon. I will leave the link to her Etsy shop down in the description box down below so that you can find this for yourself, or any of her other pictures. Her pictures on there are a couple that are in books somewhere, but most of them are completely new pictures that you won't find in her books. So give it a look, grab your alcohol markers, have some fun. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome week and weekend. Find time to relax, de-stress, throw some color around, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Ooh, maybe her hair needs a highlight. Like it. Just go ham with the highlights, you know?